This is an incredibly powerful nuke with a very specific skill set. Let's get into it. These units are fascinating. I love the bunny unit, so that's already great for me. Here we go. Hopping into battle. I forget I said that.
I'd love to hibernate. No
Bernie
obligations,
with bunny
no
ears.
people, just me and my cave, safe and warm.
Oh, Bernie. Bow of Repose. I swear to you, these get harder and harder to write. All right. Cheat sheet. Slaying. Awesome. Finally. There's another unit that does this. If HP equals 100% and within 2 of an ally, deals 1 damage to unit and allies within 2 spaces. Awesome. This enables a lot of fun things. I don't think it is required for the meta right now. This is not a necessity, but I think it's a very good skill. And then we have, if HP is less than 100%, you get an Omni +5 in combat, inflicts speed defense -X during combat. This is kind of a Clash-esque skill. X equals spaces moved ×2 +3, max of 11. If moved spaces is greater than or equal to 1, you get 30% DR on the first hit, and if you moved 2 spaces or more, you get offensive no follow-up and offensive tempo. That's fantastic. I mean, this is a very good kit. I don't think this pushes this unit to just the peaks of the nuke meta right now, just because the nukes have been pretty crazy. You think of Shez and you think of Veronica, who's just now in the voting gauntlet right now, and she just doesn't get there. But this is still a very good unit. We get Draconic Aura, Remote Sparrow, which is fun, although the healing is kind of interesting, but I guess it's not too bad because of the way her weapon works. She'll drop back down regardless. And then we've got Escape Route 4. This is, I've got to be honest, Summoners, this is the most interesting thing about this unit. When unit's HP is less than 90%, enables Canto 1. Also activates if conditions are met due to effects after combat. Inflicts attack speed -3 on foe during combat. And if unit's HP is less than 99%, unit can move to a space adjacent to an ally within 3 spaces. If unit's HP is less than 60%, unit can move to a space adjacent to any ally. That is nuts. So this is really interesting, and I think this will open up some interesting strategies. This kind of feels like her weapon, though. Is this going to be meta-defining? Not quite, but it's still a very interesting skill, and it leads to Wings of Mercy 4. What could that possibly be? I don't know. I'm kind of worried. What do we have next up? And Defense Res Smoke 3, which is the Pathfinder one. I love it. I mean, it's fantastic. I'm a huge fan. I wish I had it. This bunny bites? Ouch. We have Triandra, who really looks fantastic. This is fantastic art. I've always loved her style. I think it looks really good. This is a lot of what she did before, but better. Yeah, I mean, that's like the Reader's Digest version. So first up, Nightmare's Egg. If Singer Dance is used, you get foe penalty doubler, just like Panic Smoke. In fact, it is Panic Smoke. You Panic Smoke 4, that is. You panic folks and you give penalty doubler to target and allies within 2 spaces. Yeah. This is really good. If HP is greater than 25%, attack speed +6 during combat. She's not a combat unit. You're not going to use her as a combat unit. Frightful Dream. If you dances and inflicts Omni -3 and guard on foes in cardinal direction of unit and target. Yeah. We've seen this before. It's nothing new. Firestorm Dance 3. If a skill like Singer Dance is used, enables Canto 1. and grants attack speed +6 and desperation to target for 1 turn. That's fantastic. That is huge. This is a very interesting skill and probably the highlight of this kit. Again, this is a very good unit. I'm not going to tell you otherwise, but I've talked a lot about how dancers have been devalued just because the market has been flooded with them. We got so many fairy dancers and then beyond. I mean, we have legendary Ninian now who dances, and so she refreshes the unit and herself. That's nuts. But this, man, this is what I want on my Ninian. This is fantastic. I want 4 copies of this unit just to give out Firestorm Dance 3. Seriously, I have dancers that would love this, and I think that is the highlight of this unit. And I am sorry, Triandra, because you look amazing. I just, yeah, I am drooling at your fodder. Here's me. Oh yeah, dancers, you know, they're devalued. Look at that dance skill, I need it for all of them. Oh boy, budding chivalry for all the Ash fans.
Cute, I guess. Even if I'd rather be dashing.
What do we have here? We have a flyer with a red dagger. That's fantastic. Again, though, this is better for the fodder than for anything else. On a demote, Rally Up Speed Plus is amazing. Attack Speed Catch 3 is also amazing because you guys have seen the Divine Codes and all of the attack speed catch in there. This is a nice unit to have around for fodder. That's all I have to say on this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's... It took you 2 hits, huh? Poor Ash. All right. I'm pausing it here. No freaking kidding. So I'm talking to Promise last night, and she says, the duo on this unit is Karla and Freya because they're both mothers. No kidding. Like, just flat out told me that. There are no hints to that whatsoever. Well, I guess there was a hint on Karla. But yeah. Yeah. She works for IS, I swear.
We are.
They look fantastic. And is this like a weird bunny inside of her? What is happening here? That's a really creepy bunny. All right, enough of that. We're not here to critique.
Failure will not be
The art looks great. The sprite looks great. Sisterly War Axe looks fantastic. This is like Nanna, only, not seasonally locked. And there are a few other restrictions that make Nanna a little bit more... It makes her easier to do a lot more things. But again, you have the seasonal restriction. This unit is going to tear stuff up. So you've got Slaying. At start of odd numbered turns, special cooldown -2. So if you got a 3 cooldown special, it's done. Just done. Yeah. So that's at the start of every odd numbered turn. So if you wanted to do a 1-tap Gale Force unit on turn 3, this is it. Boom. Yeah. So, I mean, moving on down the line. If unit initiates or within 2 of an ally, you get attack speed +6 during combat. That's great. And if special triggers, excluding AoEs, you get piercing. You get prevents defensive specials. So no miracle, I almost said Sacred Cow. No Pavis, nothing like that. And you get true damage equals X% of unit speed. X equals max cooldown value times 10 plus 20. That is a lot. So what's this unit speed? And we've seen everything else. Attack speed clash is perfect for this unit. Flow trace, I'm actually a big fan of this. Canto and flow at the same time. So yeah, offensive NFU with that. Speed smoke 4, great. I believe they show stats there, and the reason I want to look at stats. 47 speed. 47 speed. So true damage. Right now she's got a 3 cooldown special. So max cooldown value is 3 times 10, 30 plus 20, which is 50. 50% of the unit speed for true damage. That's a lot. Like, I'm rounding here, but 25, really like 23, but still, that's that's a lot. If she hits twice, I mean, that anyway, summoners, this is nuts. And you don't have that defensive special. So the thing is, if her special doesn't go off, you lose out on piercing, the preventing defensive specials, and the true damage. It's just not there. So that is critical that you get your special there. So on the one hand, you'd like a low cooldown because it's guaranteed to get there. On the other, you want a high cooldown because you get more bang for your buck. You take your pick. This is the reason, though, I say you don't get as much out of Gale Force, because if you're running Gale Force, you don't get piercing, prevents defensive specials, and true damage and true damage. So yeah, and I mean we go a little further. Harmonized skill. Special cooldown -2 to unit and allies from same title as unit. And yeah, summoners. This is just. You get your heroes units. I don't have off the top of my head who all that could affect, but we've seen how good this is. This is an excellent harmonized skill. Also grants a visible +6 and resonant blades. This is a very offensive unit. This unit is going to specialize in AR defense and summoner duels. I just flat out, like this unit is going to be very good there. I think we need to talk about Bernie, and I know this is low, guys. I know there are huge Bernie fans.
But I'm begging you.
Here's the thing. I know this can enable Wings of Mercy strategies. This can enable Vantage strategies. We are in the middle of a huge support unit just onslaught. We have had in the last 6 months so many good ones. Ellawood's Refined comes to mind. We've talked about Thor so much. Can you believe she's in tier 1? Like that's nuts. Asker, who I actually bumped up a tier because I think I've seen him being used in so many places well. I love him. Lind is up there. No follow up to everyone, and you ignore terrain. I keep on finding places to use her, and she's amazing. We got Grand Strategy from Robin. Celine, who you guys are sleeping on. Seriously, the healing is amazing. And then I've got Bernie down there in the same category as Dogger. And remember, Dogger's a really good unit. Duo Dogger is amazing. And that's about where I have her. She's still really good. I just don't believe that what she has is necessary to the current meta. We've got Camilla in the voting gauntlet right now. You're about to see a whole bunch of Hardy bearing shenanigans, which takes Vantage strategies down a lot. Other than that, I mean, yes, this helps with Wings of Mercy. You can definitely use it for that, but I just feel like there are other methods that you can use to get things done right now. Wings of Mercy isn't as necessary as it used to be. It's not to say it isn't good, because that's just silly. But yeah, so it's where I have her as a support. I don't get too mad. Next up, Triandra. I have her a little higher. We talked again about the devaluation of dancers, and I still fully believe in that, but she just does a lot. I mean, I go back over my notes here, and I all in all, you've got debuffs, you've got guard, you've got panic, you've got penalty doubler. It's a lot of things, and you add that on with the desperation and Canto in her B skill. And I know this shouldn't be about B skills, but you can't help but look at it, right? So I've got her in tier 1. It's really good. We are in the middle of the feud meta that Embla has brought about, and everything she does isn't affected by it. So it's something we've got to adapt to, and this is, she's really, really good. She's not Asker or Catria level good, but she's really good. Let's move down to Ash, and it might be too high for him. I liked ranged flyers, so I've got him in tier 2. It might be more like a tier 3. I like to give these units the benefit of the doubt, but again, he's fodder. We don't have to harp on this too long. He's not breaking any sort of meta. Melee nukes. Oh man, SLN name in the comments is about to rake me over the coals again because he really wants me to revamp this, and he has a ton of sims that I need to dig through and look at. But as of now, I still have this way. As a melee nuke, I think she ranks just below Seliph and above Nanna, and I honestly think those two could be swapped. I think one does some things better and one does other things better. But I like that she has a harmonized skill, and I like that she's blessable. That's huge for more game modes than Nanna is good for. So I still think Nanna is an incredible nuke, but yeah, bump down a little bit. The only thing I don't like is her reliance on specials. So let's think about, and her color. Let's remember that reds have just exploded, and red melee omni tanks have exploded too. We've got Lucia, who I'm really talking about. Lucia is amazing, and we've got Alir, who's also a very good one, and so many other red units that are good, and it's going to hurt her a bit. Keep in mind she still gets just ridiculous true damage. So I say a bit. I've got her in meta, so don't think that I'm talking bad about this unit. But it's something that worries me, especially Lucia. She does nothing against Lucia. Nothing. Because since her special doesn't go off, she doesn't get half of her kit. It is literally just gone into the wind. I think more than half, actually. But anyway, so there are definitely counters, and I think in Aether Raids, the unit you should be trying to counter on defense is Lucia. Period. She is... I'll spoil some of the meta report for you that's coming out soon. She's the best Omni tank in the game, and you should be measuring all of your units on how well they do versus her. So this unit doesn't do that well against her, so that measuring stick there, it isn't there. But still, this is a very good unit. Again, I have her in meta tier right below Brave Seliph. This is an excellent unit. I think you guys will have an absolute blast with her, and... I mean, you gotta love Freya and Karla. It's a good mix. It's a good unit. I'm so glad that Promise thought of it and got IS to do her idea. Oh man, I can't believe she called that. Summoners, this is a good banner. There's solid units, and there's amazing fodder, and there's Karla and Freya. Like, they are coming for you before a hero rises, which will be out very soon. Summoners, take care and schedule an appointment with your FEHologist real soon.